Welcome everyone. My name is Nikos, aka Sephir, and this is Out of the Box, EDH. Some hours ago, the list of Wizards' new secret Lair commander deck, 20 Ways to Win, was released, and I have to say, I find this to be the best deck Wizards has ever released, ever. Period. It is the definition of a Type 3 deck, aka a deck without a strategy that at first look it seems like an incoherent mess. But if you take your time to see each cards individually one by one, you can find small random interactions between them. And the more you look, the more such interactions appear. And this, as I explained in my last video, leads to unique game experiences each game. So, let's have a look at this list together. Okay, here is the list. This is the commander, Ghost in Eye of Life's Origin. Love the art direction of all new art. It is gorgeous. Wish it was done for the entire list though. Interesting commander choice, obviously 5 color. And as we will see, the deck has some Enchantress sub-theme, which I personally love. It reminds me a bit my own Sliver Queen Enchantress, though my interactions there are far more complicated. Yeah, no shrines in the list, but no shrines. But it does recur enchantments, which is very useful ability, and it does create an extra enchantment creature body, which is relevant for the Enchantress sub-theme. Other options for commander? No, none. Kino Sentiro perhaps, but that would mean removing all the black pieces. Yeah, it can work. It can work. Kino Sentiro is an excellent commander. My favorite 4-color one. It is so generic, it can fit almost any kind of theme. Okay, let's have a look at the win cons and find any synergies from various cards in the list with them. Sure, life gains, Felidar Sovereign, and I believe there is a, Test of Endurance as well. There is a Heliod over here. Gives lifelink to multiple creatures. There are also some Soul Sisters effects. Oriok Champion. Soul's Attendant over here. Even Sunscorched Regent. That gains life as well. These are pretty straightforward ones. Oh, Maya Elzaria. This one gains 10 life per turn if you fill the requirements. And at another point, Heliod's Intervention and Sphinx Revelation in a smaller part. These do have the potential for winning the game through life gain. I would like to mention that while I do love the direction Wizards took this time, I'm not a fan of 2-card interactions that win you the game. They can come out of nowhere and the game ends in a very underwhelming way. Even worse if it is a 1-card I win, which can be the case. With some cards here, can certainly be the case. If I am to win the game, I personally want my opponents to know that I really tried hard to achieve such victory. So I usually use 4-card combos and more. Here is an example of what I'm talking about. The Toad. There. Forgotten Ancient. I see you there. You transfer all counters from Forgotten Ancient to the Frog. You attack with the Frog. You win. Let's move on. Hellkite Tyrant. Not many artifacts in the deck. And I didn't see many ways to turn things into artifacts. There is a Hungerback Walker. Yep, you can use the Walker to create lots of tokens to win. You can even speed buff the Walker with the Forgotten Ancient that we talked about earlier. Tireless Tracker. Creates clues. That helps as well. Hello Fountain. Yep, good card. Nice synergy with Seedborn Muse, but other than that, I don't see anything else going on here. There is a Biovisionary. I like Biovisionary. But are there any clone effects in here? Just one. Just right of replication. Wow, yeah. Now this is a bad choice. I am all in for random cards that have random synergies, but when a card has almost zero synergy with the rest of the deck, either replace it or find more cards that increase that card's relevance. Now, in this deck, I don't like Visionary. I like the card in general, but with just the right... Where is it? There. With just the right to interact in this specific list, it is almost just a vanilla creature. Approach of the Second Sun. Yeah, great new art. Have to recognize that. But this one works on its own, as does Triskedecaphil, to be honest. So we just move along. Other win cons. Happily ever after. Mind you, killing it and then recurring it, something our commander can do. Yep, it can recur enchantments. That gives us more life for our lifelink win cons. Do we have six different card types? Creatures, lands, artifacts, enchantments, instants, sorceries, planeswalkers. Yeah, sure we do. Ever to tribal kindred, anyways. Now they're called kindred. Yeah, they're more than enough. Funny that while our commander is of a 5-color identity, it is not a 5-color commander. Thus, we actually need stuff on board to turn this thing on. I like it. I like it a lot. Revel in Riches. Yeah, I don't see any treasure makers in the deck, so it can't be abused. That is a good thing. There are mass removals that will help. Yep. Lots of mass removals. Oh, and any created treasures will also help with the Hellkite Tyrant over here. Helix Pinnacle. What an art. Yeah, I didn't see any proliferator counter doubling tokens either in the list, so it's just another win con that works on its own. Simic Ascendancy. Oh boy. Yeah, counter creation will be one of the deck's most important aspects after all. I mean, we have the Regent, we have the Forgotten Ancient. Where is it? Forgotten Ancient over here. Salai. Even Mael Zarya. Even Mael Zarya put counters, +1/+1 counters on each creature. Yeah, this is a strong one. What's next? Test of Endurance. Yeah, we talked about it already. Mechanized production, sure. We have clues from the Tireless Trackers, or tokens from the Hungerback Walker. Yep. That Forgotten Ancient plus Hungerback Walker ability that I mentioned before works with so many stuff. Hellkite, Ascendancy, Mechanized Production, geez. I feel that not having something that turns a creature into an artifact like a liquimental coating or a liquimental torque it is a missed opportunity. So many extra shenanigans would have been available. Okay, what's next? Liliana's contract. Let's have a look. Yeah, Mascot Nexus is here. Obvious synergy. There are a few changelings. There is the Torian Mauler. And there is the token of the creep swap. They can both be targeted by right of replication. The deck needs a... I feel that this deck needs an enchantment sacrifice outlet. If there was something like that, you could just play the contract, draw your cards, sacrifice it, and then recur it back with Go Sentai. A good card overall though. Next we have Mael Zarya. I think we already talked about how good Mael Zarya is and how good of a synergy this has with various pieces in the deck. Simic Ascendancy, Felidar Sovereign, Test of Endurance, Forgotten Ancient, Sovereign, etc. I think that's all. The Eternal Wanderer is the planeswalker of a choice here. +1 exile up to one target artifact or creature, return to the battlefield. Flickering something to save it from one of your board wipes is not bad, but was that the most interesting option of a commander they could have put? Really? Meh. There are ramp here, or enchantments that are based on the Enchantress theme. Yeah. There is Fertile Ground, Trace of Abundance, Mystic Remora. I actually like that the deck has 0 Enchantress effects. I am a big advocate of how Enchantress effects basically homogenize every single Enchantress deck into the I will just cast stuff and I will win because I have an Enchantress effect pattern. What next? Yeah. There is a Sanctum Weaver over here. Dryad of the Elysian Grove is also an enchantment creature. Funnily enough, Faber Elder is not as good here as it is in my Silver Queen Enchantress because Gosinta is just one color. It fits the list. It fits the theme of a 5-color list, regardless. There is some protection stuff, as it should. There is Alseid of Life's Bounty. There was the Salai that we mentioned earlier. Yeah. There is the Eerie Ultimatum. Clever Concealment. Yeah. Perhaps I would add a bit more, but this is just my own game style. Protecting my game plan, letting other people do their stuff. More protection, less removal. There are some random card draw and ramp as well. Yeah, Morbid Opportunist over here. Mangara. Even Kinos and Tear of Meletis. They help with both card draw and ramp. Monologue Tax. There is the treasure creator that I was looking for earlier. But honestly, a very bad one, that is. I get it is an enchantment that ramps, creates artifact tokens that can help with some win cons. I still don't like it. It almost never has any impact in any games that I've tried it. Pariah. Love it. Best target for it? Yeah, Yahini. Probably Yahini. It has indestructibility. Or perhaps something that you have already targeted with Darksteel Mutation. That works as well. Okay, let's go to the mana base. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, that is a problem right there. Maze's End. Yeah, the art is gorgeous, but it is a problem. It is the problem. I have some pretty good experience with Type 3 decks, and I guarantee you the one thing you need 100% is a stellar mana base, especially when we're talking about 4 or 5 colored ones. To accommodate Mage's End, they included all gates, right? Yeah, they included all gates. Yeah, half the mana base understaffed. This is a disaster. This is a disaster. For whoever buys this deck, which I highly recommend if you are an experienced MTG player, and not at all if you are a new player. If you are new to the game, this list will be extremely hard for you to both navigate and upgrade. Nevertheless, for whoever will buy this deck, please remove Maze's End. Find another win con to add. There are many fun ones that Wizards did not include. Remove Maze's End and all gates and add normal lands that enter untapped. There is no worse feeling than having to wait one turn to cast your ramp spell, be it a Feybarrow Elder or a Trace of Abundance or whatever. You will always be one turn behind from everyone else, and you really don't want to be in such a position in this deck. So, final thoughts. Land base aside, the list is great. It can certainly be upgraded a bit more to either embrace the chaos of small synergies or lean on the Enchantress skeleton to play more smoothly. Again, this is not a list for the new player. A new player will get lost to the numerous interactions between random pieces. It needs an experienced pilot. For everyone out there that wants to experience the fun of a Type 3 deck, go grab it. I really hope Wizards will continue to this deck building direction in the future. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.